How do you think we could succeed at a follow-up? What do you think would make a successful follow-up? Fail for you.
Well, I mean, any opportunity we have to pick up what's happened since the last one, I
Yeah.
think is always a really
Yes.
good idea. You
New.
know what I'm saying? Like, and also, like, because the present is always changing. How much of your hopes for the future you want to dive into is
Mhm.
is that's something that can be sprinkled across all of them. But focusing on basically new questions, new focuses, I think,
New
and
stuff. Hopes for future, new questions, new focuses.
even I mean, even from day to day and week to week, we change some of our motivations and our views. So like, I mean, just, as keeping it current, I think is another good
Life
thing.
is impermanence.
Oh, yes,
Everything
definitely.
changes all the time. This moment dies
Mhm.
and springs gives birth to this moment now.
Absolutely.
New stuff, hopes for the future, new focuses, and I think that goes both ways. Like,
Mhm.
what is John Moore up to? What has he done since the last time we talked? Also, how can you kind of speak to the things that I've been up to and give me advice and mentorship?
Ooh, wow. Mentorship, that's hard. You've been a lot more active in content creation than I think I have, man. But I'm trying to so when was the last time we talked? How long ago was that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me look at
Let's
something.
come up with something imaginary. Let's say 6 weeks.
I think it's been more than 6, well,
Oh.
maybe 6 weeks, maybe a little bit more, something like that.
Um,
I've done I've done 27 or so interviews.
holy crap.
I've done 3 Phil Fails at Philosophy on top of that, so I probably have 30, less than 35 of these shot.
Phil,
Somewhere around 35,
this
36.
is insane, man. I mean, when you told me that there's a book that my partner got me that's called Everyone Has a Podcast Except You.
Uh-huh.
and And so when you told me you were gonna do a podcast, I knew you were a bright guy. And so I knew it was gonna be okay, but I am beyond impressed. I am floored by how much you've put into this. I'm looking at your notebook that just looks like a novel and all of this stuff, your constant improvement. This is phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
this is really, really, really good. I'm genuinely impressed.
I haven't released anything yet, though.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine, man.
I mean, the first ones are gonna be a little rough, and I think we'll talk about this when we get done with the questions. I wanna write this
Oh
down.
yeah, no
Talk to
problem.
him about release stuff.